What's the secret to 5-0ing around rail? What is there?
It's kind of more of just like a feeble grind, and you like lift up. Like, I mean, that's more of a back 5-0 sense. The way I do them is like a front 5-0 on a transition, like any type of circle coping. It's just like, you just
your heel
is dragging. Like that's why I like 5-0s on like a long rail like that, because you can control it pretty much. Like that's why I was like, you see me like
kind
of
the end there.
So it's like because my heel is dragging.
Right.
So like my heel is dragging, so it's like not even bouncing.
Interesting.
You're controlling your speed.
Yeah, you're controlling your speed. It's not like I'm balancing a 5-0.
Yeah,
that's way harder. Like it's like you get in and then you just throw your heel, make contact with your heel on the rail, and you're kind of just like locked in, ready to go.
Your speed would have been definitely like a little bit
faster.
Leveled up.
Yeah,
it makes sense when you're explaining it, but to actually do that,
it sounds scary.
What's the technique of doing that?
I didn't learn a front 5-0 for a long time after like grinding rails for a while. I was like 5-0s on a circle rail make no sense. Bro, I still don't back 5-0.
When you grind a rail like that, are you thinking like I need to get my heel on there to kind of slow me down?
Yeah, I'm like,
where do you
for
put
that
your
for
foot
a
on your
front
tail?
5. It's just the same as any ollie. That's the thing. All my tricks are pretty much an ollie.
Okay.
Like if they're simple, like the simple like normal tricks to get into, not like a front crook is different than a normal like 50-50s, 5-0s, lip slides, Smith grinds, front feebles. My feet are like all in the same position.
Yeah, but when you're all into that 5-0, are you thinking like I need to like have my heel just kind of fall off a little bit?
Yeah, I'll just be like manual. Like
Who
or
was
just
saying
like 5
that? Oh, you know what?
5-0
Tom
ledge
Knox.
quick pop out. Like
Tom Knox was saying that you skate like a snowboarder. Is that what he was saying? Like your foot positioning was like your feet were always in the same place.
Yeah, it's majority the same. Yeah. Like the only reason I switch my feet up is like if I'm flicking into something or pretty much that's it. Every other time, like I have like majority of my foot on the board on the tail.
Yeah,
isn't that weird? You do the same foot placement for a front crook as you do for a 5-0?
Nah, the front crook is the only thing that I change up.
What do you change on there?
I put my foot more like a heel flip. Like across my front foot, my front truck.
Your toes are sticking off
my toes are hanging off my board.
That is weird.
Yeah. My toe.
That's weird.
It makes sense
for a front
when you
crook
like,
though.
My big toe
down a little bit.
Yeah, my big toe, because I would always miss my board when I put it normal. I'd always miss my board trying to put it onto the ledge. I would like my board would be here, my foot would be here. So then I was like, all right, if I ollie with my foot further over, when I ollie, the board is fully stuck to my foot. So I'm cutting out the probability of missing by like half the amount.
And your foot kind of slides into place.
Yeah. My foot slides into place every time.
You
like
just
that,
slide it up a little.
I would just before I would like get into front crooks, but then once I like, all right, I'm gonna slide my front foot over and put them right below the front bolts. I'm just gonna like. Then once I did that, I started locking in like way more.
That's
like,
how I figured out like frontside slappies.
Yeah.
Like slappy feebles.
I cut my missing like in half by putting my foot over more.
Isn't that weird? Yeah. I just find that so strange to put hang my toes over
slightly,
to actually.
not so much, slightly.
I know, but still,
Yeah,
like
just
for
like your
me,
big
I
toe,
need to
like,
have
bam.
my toe. I can't hang the toes off.
Yeah, remember Jamie Thomas was saying that. Jamie Thomas, he's like, oh yeah, put your foot on the bolts and have your foot hanging off, and it just kind of always right into it.
That shit is like, I've tried so many different ways. Just like when I was learning front crooks was just like, at first I learned how to hold it, just put the board there and stand on it and felt how that was. And then stand next to the ledge and just put a million different foot placements to see what on average, like I would get into a front crook better, faster.
You're really a thinker and a
problem solver.
A problem solver, perfectionist.
Definitely
almost.
Like solving problems.
My
dad's an engineer, so I feel like that.
My dad's an engineer as well.
So that goes a lot too. Like you see a problem, you can fix it. You just gotta figure it out.
What kind of engineer?
My dad will fix anything, but he's an electronic engineer.
My
but
dad's an electronic engineer as well.
He can fix anything.
They know one another?
Listen, did Hughes Aircraft Company? What does he work for?
He did. He was in the Air Force. And that's where he learned.
Okay.
He was in the Air Force,
Oh, wow.
but then he started doing wastewater like treatment plants was like his main thing.
Amazing.
He would just do like anything that like a company would build or you get already built and you would just install.
Yeah.
My dad would do it like half the price, built it with his bare hands. Like just go to Home Depot, get the wires, the box, drill the holes.
Let me tell you something.
Make it all
by
hand.
I love that, man. My dad's electrical. I mean, I would take apart VCRs when I was little and try to figure it, whatever. But it's funny because this conversation and the way that you look at skateboarding, the way that you figure out, I've been watching these free solo climbers. You know,
yeah, those guys are gnarly.
The one guy, he did it. He climbed up the face of El Capitan with ropes and stuff like that. There's this other free solo climber. Alan, or I forget his name, Alan Hannon or something.
No, that's a filmer.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Alan Hannon. No, he's a rock climber as well. Great filmer and rock climber.
He worked for Primitive and climbs rocks.
No,
Same name.
The name is similar.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he climbed El Capitan. I mean, we're talking about a 3,000 foot granite wall in Yosemite.
Yeah.
With no ropes, nothing. But he trained forever with ropes to find every little nook and cranny, and every body.
Nothing was a surprise.
Every body angle, every move, every foot. He really
figured it out.
He really figured it out before he did it. What? Alex Harnold?
Honnold.
That guy? But to me, when you're talking, I'm picturing this guy in my head because he's actually doing the stuff before he's.
That's what I like to do. Yeah, I mean, like the clip that you were gonna ask me about soon.
Yeah,
the front
which
feeble.
is right here.
Same with that one.
Oh my lord!
I front 50'd it like 5 times before I even tried a front feeble.
That rail is high.
It's tall.
And long.
Yeah.
It's steep.
Oh my God.
But I just like I front 50'd it like 3 to 5 times. Definitely did at least 3 times.
Where is that?